Welcome to Wheels Up with Sunrise on Wheels. I'm Michelle Newman. Today's program is all about rainforests. And like all Wheels Up episodes, it has 3 segments. First, I'll take you on a trip and we'll go explore the largest rainforest in the world, the Amazon. We'll see some amazing plants, some interesting insects, and some amazing animals. Next, we'll craft with Caroline, making our very own chameleon, morph butterfly, and red tree frog. Next, I hope you'll play trivia with Sierra as she hosts Amazon Rainforest Trivia. Found on every continent except Antarctica, rainforests are habitats full of many tall trees and leafy plants. They are warm and get a lot of rain every year, helping all the plants grow. Tropical rainforests are found near the equator, with high average temperatures and humidity. Other types of rainforests are temperate and lie mostly in coastal, mountainous areas within the mid-latitudes. Today I thought it would be fun to take a trip exploring the biggest rainforest in the world, the Amazon. The Amazon River Basin holds the largest tropical rainforest in the world, ranging from the eastern slope of the Andes Mountains to the Atlantic Ocean and covering an area of 2,500,000 square miles. It's about the size of the contiguous United States, without Alaska and Hawaii, and spans across Brazil, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. The Amazon rainforest is the world's richest and most varied biological reservoir, containing several million types of insects, plants, birds, and other forms of life, many of which cannot be found anywhere else in the world. The Amazon rainforest is very old, and it is very important. For the past 10 years, a new species has been discovered every 3 days in the Amazon. As the largest continuous rainforest ecosystem in the world, the Amazon rainforest is defined by the enormous Amazon River, the second largest river in the world and the most voluminous river on Earth. The 4,000-mile-long river is at the heart of the ecosystem of the Amazon. Covering 2/3 of South America, it is a mosaic of different ecosystems that interact and rely upon each other and on which humans also rely. Trees take in carbon dioxide and produce the oxygen we breathe. Trees shade us from the heat, protect us from the rain and wind, conserve water, preserve soil, clean the air of pollutants. Each tree acts as its own majestic ecosystem, filled with activity and energy pollinators and seed dispersers, predators and the preyed upon. Biodiversity, a giant intertwined web that brings more trees to the area to slowly become lush, moist, resilient forests teeming with abundance. Trees in the forest rely on each and have evolved to live in cooperative, interdependent relationships that protect each other from heat, wind, storms, and predators. Forests in the Amazon took thousands of years to evolve, and it can take only a short period of time, sometimes mere days and weeks, to cut them down. All rainforests are structured in 4 layers: emergent, canopy, understudy, and forest floor. Each layer has unique characteristics based on differing levels of water, sunlight, and air. The top layer of the rainforest is the emergent layer, the name given to the tops of trees that poke up above the rainforest canopy. It's very sunny here, and only the strongest and tallest plants reach this level, some reaching as high as 230 feet. The sunlight and plentiful rain help them grow. Trees here are mostly evergreen, meaning they don't lose their leaves all at once. Leaves are often sparse on the tree trunks, but spread wide as the trees reach the sunny upper layer. This enables them to use the year-round sunshine to make their own food. This is called photosynthesis, and they thrive here as a result. Lightweight seeds are carried away from the parent plant by strong winds. Animals often maneuver through the emergence layer's unstable topmost branches by flying or gliding. Animals that can't fly or glide are usually quite small. They need to be light enough to be supported by a tree's slender uppermost layers. Let's take a look at a few. Macaws are the largest parrots in the world and astonishingly beautiful. It has a creamy white, almost featherless face, with bright red plumage covering most of its body, wings, and long tail. Brilliant blue and yellow feathers also adorn the lower wings. The bird's strong beak is adapted to breaking hard nuts found in the rainforest. The main threat to the survival of this magnificent bird is the illegal pet trade. The harpy eagle is a fearsome predator, a loyal partner, and a nurturing parent. With its black and white colors, regal crown of feathers, and long, elegant tail, This species provides an unmistakable sight. Its wingspans can reach 6.5 feet across, and they hunt everything from sloths to monkeys to possums and even a deer. Its amazing claws are even longer than a grizzly bear's. Agile and lean, capuchin monkeys weigh only 3 to 9 pounds. The face of this cute monkey will range from white to pink in color. The tail is long, covered in hair, and is able to wrap around the branches. They live in large groups. Capuchins can jump up to 9 feet, allowing them to quickly move from one tree to another. Remaining hidden among forest vegetation for most of the day, capuchin monkeys sleep on tree branches and descend to the ground only to find drinking water. Beneath the emergent layer is the canopy, 20 feet thick, where the leaves and branches form a roof over the 2 remaining layers. About 100 to 150 feet in height, most sun is blocked by the large, thick, overlapping leaves that absorb a lot of the sunlight and shade the plants below. The leaves act like solar panels, providing the source of power for the forest to convert sunlight to energy. The canopy blocks winds, rainfall, and sunlight, creating a humid, still, and dark environment below. While trees in the emergent layer rely on wind to scatter their seeds, many canopy plants lacking wind encase their seed in fruit. Sweet fruit entices animals, which eat the fruit and deposit seeds on the forest floor as droppings. Light levels are diffuse and subdued. The humidity is higher and more constant, and there's very little direct sunlight in the lower canopy. With so much food available, the canopy layer is teeming with life. More animals live in the canopy than in any other layer in the rainforest. The dense vegetation dulls sound, so many, but not all, canopy dwellers are notable for their shrill voices. Have you ever wondered why toucans and parrots have such big beaks? The fruits and nuts from many trees have evolved through tough shells to protect them from predators. In turn, toucans and parrots develop large, strong beaks which serve as nutcrackers and provides them with many tasty meals. Chameleon is a reptile with large eyes, and some can change their skin to blend into their surroundings. Chameleon's ability to change color to match its environment is its way of protecting itself when a predator is nearby. Its skin can turn a color that is very close to the color of the branch. They also have special eyes that allow them to look in 2 different directions at once. Chameleons eat insects and birds, and to catch their prey, they creep along very slowly. But once the prey is in reach, their suction-cupped tongue shoots out and sticks to the insect. Slow of movement and content to sleep up to 15 hours a day, the sloth is perfectly adapted to live in the rainforest canopy. Sloths dine exclusively on leaves and fruit and only come down from the canopy when necessary. Their long limbs have either 3 or 5 toes, with their long claws adapted to hold on to tree limbs. Sloths spend much of their time hanging upside down, and their fur has adapted for this as well. Individual hairs grow from the stomach outward, so rainwater will run off the sides of the animal while it's in its favorite position. Located several meters below the canopy, the understory is an even darker, stiller, and more humid environment. Plants here, such as palms and philodendrons, are much shorter, have larger leaves than plants that dominate the canopy. You can find some really interesting plants. Have you ever heard of a plant that can eat meat? The flesh-eating plant, like the Venus flytrap, can eat small insects. Animals call the understory home for a variety of reasons. Many take advantage of the dimly lit environment for camouflage. The spots on a jaguar may be mistaken for leaves or flecks of sunlight, for instance. Amphibians, such as dazzling colored tree frogs, thrive in the humidity because it keeps their skin moist. While tiny, these brilliantly colored, slow-moving poison dart frogs secrete powerful toxins from glands on their back and use their color to advertise their toxic composition to potential predators. Their toxins are derived from the invertebrates they eat, so dart frogs born and raised in captivity never develop a poison. Finally, our final layer is the floor of the rainforest. If we were to walk on the floor, it would be extremely dark. Very little sunlight can break through the massive big canopy. In fact, if it starts to rain, it'll take 10 whole minutes for us to get wet. Minimal plant life grows due to the lack of sunlight, and most deceased life forms decay quickly due to the high humidity. Animals such as scorpions, iguanas, and army ants are found living throughout the forest. Iguanas eat insects but prefer to climb trees to have access to plant matter, such as leaves and flowers. Decomposers such as termites, slugs, scorpions, worms, and fungi live on the forest floor. Organic matter falls from trees and plants, and these organisms break down the decaying material into nutrients. Insects are often beautiful and always fascinating. Have you heard of an ant that farms? Leafcutter or parasol ants are the world's first farmers. They climb trees up to 100 feet tall and cut out small pieces of leaves. They then carry these fragments, weighing as much as 50 times their body weight, back to their homes. Sometimes they need to travel 200 feet, equal to an average human walking 6 miles with 5,000 pounds on their back. The forest floor is a busy highway, full of these moving leaf fragments. You may be surprised to hear that the beautiful blue morpho spends much of its time on the forest floor. However, when looking for a mate, they flit above the canopy. Despite their stunning color, blue morphos are not true blue. That is, their wings are not colored blue. Instead, like all butterflies, morphos have tiny overlapping scales covering their wings. In blue morphos, the scales on their wings tops have tiny ridges that reflect blue light. So even though the butterflies aren't colored blue, their wing tops look blue. In contrast, the underside of their wings is brown, visible when the butterflies are at rest and their wings are folded up. A few larger animals, such as wild pigs, armadillos, and anteaters, forage in the decomposing brush for tasty insect roots and tubers. Rivers that run through some tropical rainforests create unusual freshwater habitats on the forest floor. The Amazon River is home to the boto, or the pink river dolphin, one of the few freshwater dolphin species in the world. Amazon is also home to black caimans, large reptiles related to alligators. Rainforests are critically important to the well-being of our planet. Scientists often refer to rainforests as the lungs of the earth. Their millions of trees take in huge amounts of carbon dioxide and make much of the oxygen humans and animals depend on. Unfortunately, rainforests are shrinking, and it's important to learn how we can help. Today, I hope you enjoyed exploring the plants and animals found in the rainforest. I look forward to seeing you next time. Well, that was fun. Did you have a favorite? Let's go craft with Caroline.
My name is Caroline, and I'm so excited to do arts and crafts with you today. Today's video was all about the rainforest, so today we are going to make a blue morpho butterfly craft, a chameleon, and a red-eyed tree frog. I hope you have fun! First, we are going to make a blue morpho butterfly craft. So what you will need is some blue paper, and if you don't have blue paper, you can use some white paper and color it blue. And you will also need a pipe cleaner, some glue, scissors, and something to decorate, so either crayons or markers. My paper is a rectangle and we need to make it into a square. So first I'm going to take the corner of my paper and fold it down like this so that it becomes a triangle. And then we're going to cut this off. And now our paper becomes a square. Now you are going to take your square and fold it in half like this. Then you can open it back up and cut it on the line so that you can cut it into 2 equal pieces. Just like that. So now that we have our 2 pieces of paper, I'm going to put this one to the side. And for this one, I'm going to fold it up like this, and I don't have to crease it because I'm just going to cut the end. So I'm going to cut it like this towards the middle, and then the same on the other side. And then when I open it up, I get this shape. And now I'm going to take my black crayon and I'm going to color on the sides of this to add some extra detail. And because the butterfly looks like this, it has some black lines on it. And if you want, you can add some more color. So you can either, instead of using black, you can use a different color, or you can add some polka dots. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing here. And now we are going to accordion fold our paper. So for this one, I'm going to put it this way, and I'm going to fold it forward, and then flip it and fold it back, and then forward, and then do this all the way across. And now I'm going to do the same thing with this paper. So I'm going to fold it forward, and then flip it, and then back, and continue doing this all the way across. Just like this. Now what you're going to do is we're going to fold this back up, so you could just push these sides together, and this is going to be our butterfly's wings. As you can see, it already looks like a butterfly a little bit. And you're gonna put some glue on the end of here, like that. And so you can fold it back up, and then you're gonna fold this part too, and you're gonna put this right here. And it's going to be like this. So then you want to take your pipe cleaner and cut it in half. And then when you fold it up, you can take one side and go like this and twist it a little bit. And then you can take a pencil or a marker or anything like this, and you can put it on the end and roll it up, and then take it out, and then it looks like a rolled antenna. And I'm going to do the same thing with my other pipe cleaner. So I'm gonna put it in the middle and twist it so that it stays. And then I'm going to take my pencil and roll it. And now it looks like a cute little butterfly. And you can even add some more decoration to this. Before, when I did the black part, you could add some more decoration in here for the wings, and you can make it your very own butterfly. So this is my blue morpho butterfly, and when you watch the video and learn about them even more, you can add some details to your blue morpho butterfly. And I'm sure there's all different colored butterflies in the rainforest, so you can make these in all different colors. Next, we are going to make a red-eyed tree frog. So what you will need is a plate, some red paper, and if you don't have red paper, you can use white paper and color it red, a black marker or crayon, and I'm using a green crayon, but you can also take some green paper and cut it out for this part. And if you don't have a white plate, you can also use some white paper or some green paper and cut it into a circle. So first, we're going to take our plate and fold it in half, just like this. And now I'm going to color my plate green. So I'm going to color right here my whole plate because my frog is green. And also, if you have green paint, you can use that, or you can use a marker, or as I was saying before, you could take some green paper and cut it out and glue it onto your plate. Okay, so next we are going to make the eyes for our frog. So I'm going to fold my paper in half so that I get two eyes. I'm going to take my scissors and cut out a circle. Like that. And then we're going to glue our eyes onto our plate, and I'm going to glue them on the back of the plate because I only want to be able to see part of the eye. I want it to look like a semicircle. Just like this. And now I'm going to take my black marker and I'm going to color an oval like this. I'm going to color it in. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So now I'm taking my scrap piece of red paper and I'm going to open it up because we want our tongue to be really long because frogs have super duper long tongues. So I'm going to cut all the way across my paper. like this. And now I'm going to glue it on the inside of the frog's mouth so that it looks like it's coming out of the mouth. So I'm going to draw a fly on the end of my frog's tongue because my frog is super hungry and it likes to eat flies. So I'm just going to draw some little wings, just like that. And now it looks like a fly. And now I'm going to take my pencil and roll it up like this. And now it looks like my frog's tongue is rolled up and it's eating a fly, and its fly is going into its mouth. This is my red-eyed tree frog, and if you want, you can add some more detail to your frog's face or the tongue and make it your very own red-eyed tree frog. So now we are going to make a chameleon craft. So what you will need is some white paper, some green paper, some brown paper, and some blue paper. And you will also need some watercolor paint, glue, scissors, and a pencil. So first, we are going to draw our chameleon on our white paper, and I'm going to use a black crayon, but you could also use a pencil. And I'm going to start with my head, so I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to draw like this, and then back down, and then I'm going to draw the feet like this. And then go up, and then this is going to be the tail. Like that. And now I'm going to draw the eye. And then a little smile. So now I'm going to cut my chameleon out, but I'm not going to cut it out perfectly. I'm just going to cut it around it, so I'm going to leave a little bit of space. I'm not going to cut right on the lines. And there's a really good book called The Mixed Up Chameleon that I really like, so you guys can even read that. It's about a chameleon. Okay, so now I have my chameleon all cut out, and now I'm going to paint it. So I drew my eye and mouth in crayon because I want to be able to see it over the watercolor. So if you do that, you'll still be able to see it, but if not, you can always wait till your watercolor dries and color over it. So I'm going to start painting my chameleon, and I'm going to make mine all different colors, and you can make yours whatever color you want. You can make yours all one color or a bunch of different colors, however you want, because there's all different colored chameleons. What's really cool about chameleons is they change color based on what they eat and their environment. It's really, really cool. So you can make yours all different colors. Even if you want, you can make yours look like it's eating something and it can turn that color. Okay, so now my chameleon is all finished, and while it dries, I'm going to cut out a branch for my chameleon to sit on. So now I'm going to cut out a branch that my chameleon is going to sit on. So I'm going to take my brown paper and cut all the way across. And I'm going to make some pieces that look like sticks coming out. So I'm going to go like that. And I'm gonna make one more. Like that. And now I'm going to cut out some leaves. So I'm going to fold my paper, and you can make as many leaves as you want, so you can fold your paper a few times if you want. And I'm just going to cut a leaf shape. And now I'm going to glue it onto my branch. Okay, so now I have my branch, and I'm going to glue it onto my piece of paper. And my background is blue, but you can make yours any color you want. So this is my branch. And now I'm going to put my chameleon on top. And mine's even coming off the paper, which I think looks really cool. So yours can also come off the paper. I think it looks super cool that way. And now it looks like my chameleon is sitting on a branch. So now I have my finished chameleon, and if you want, you can add some other animals to the background. If you see other animals in the video, you can even draw those in your background. But this is mine finished. I hope you had fun making these rainforest themed crafts with me. Bye!
Thanks, Caroline. Who's ready to play trivia with Sierra?
Hi everyone! My name is Sierra, or Cece for short. Welcome to the trivia portion of Wheels Up. I am so excited to play trivia with you today. We are in for some fun with 10 questions to puzzle your puzzler. We have 4 answers and only 1 that's correct. Can you figure it out? Well, are you ready? Let's play! Welcome to Wheels Up with Sunrise on Wheels, Amazon Rainforest Trivia. Question 1. How many layers are there in a rainforest? Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 6? How many layers in a rainforest? If you guessed 4, you were right. Question number 2. Which of the following does not describe a typical rainforest? A, is it humid? B, it's cold. C, it's rainy. Or D, it's full of trees. Now remember, which does not describe a typical rainforest? Rainforests aren't cold usually. Question number 3. What major river runs through much of the rainforest in South America? Is that A, the Amazon River, B, the Nile River, C, the Congo River, or D, the Mississippi River? If you guessed the Amazon River, you got it! Question number 4. How long does it take a raindrop to fall from the thick canopy to the forest floor? Is it A, less than a minute, B, under 5 minutes, C, up to 10 minutes, or D, forever? Up to 10 minutes for a raindrop to fall to the floor of the forest. Wow! Question number 5. Which layer of the rainforest is dark and quiet? Is it A, the emergent layer, B, the canopy layer, C, the understory layer, or D, the forest floor? You got it, that dark, quiet forest floor. Question number 6. The rainforest acts as the Earth's lungs, providing around 20% of the Earth's A, nitrogen, B, oxygen, C, carbon dioxide, or D, water. Oxygen, which is what we breathe. Question number 7. Which layer of the rainforest consists of tall trees that grow above the canopy? Is that A, the emergent layer, B, the canopy layer, C, the understory layer, or D, the forest floor? Which layer has tall trees? The emergent! Great job! Question number 8. What's a distinctive feature of a chameleon? Is it A, the tail, B, the ability to change color, C, the big head, or D, the long tongue? Now remember, a distinctive feature. Can you believe a chameleon can change colors? That is so cool! Question number 9. Where is the Amazon rainforest located? Is it A, Canada, B, Europe, C, Antarctica, or D, South America? You're right! The Amazon rainforest is located in South America. And our final question 10. Why are sloths so difficult to spot? A, they live in the canopy of the rainforest. B, they move very slowly. C, they sleep for over 15 hours a day in trees. Or D, all of the above. Those sloths, they're so slow and slowly move. 15 hours of sleep. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time with Wheels Up with Sunrise on Wheels for trivia.
Wow, you did such a good job. Thank you for playing trivia with me today. I look forward to playing with you again soon. Bye!
Thanks, Sierra, and thank you for watching. If you'd like to watch more Wheels Up episodes, you can find us on YouTube at Sunrise Association. Wheels Up has its own playlist. Or download our app at Sunrise Studios. I look forward to seeing you next time.